10 berries you've never heard of. Number 10. Salmon Berry. The salmon berry, yes, an awful name for berry, is a raspberry looking berry with a lighter color. This berry starts off yellow and turns a light red when it becomes ripe. They taste like a mix of a mild raspberry and a blackberry. These berries require a constant water source to grow with adequate heat. For this reason, they'll usually be found on the side of rivers and creeks. They are a rich source of vitamin C and K and are high in manganese. The salmon berry is not ideal for eating, but better for making into jams, juice, and wine. Most berry bushes have multiple uses. With the salmon berry, the bark and leaves of the bush can be used to treat burns. The name comes from an old native tradition of putting one of the berries in every salmon's mouth that was caught, for good luck. Number 9. Crowberry. The crowberry, or otherwise known as black crowberry or mossberry, is a round purplish berry that has a very acidic, bitter taste to it. They can be consumed raw, but rarely are. The crowberry is grown in Arctic and subarctic regions of the world and have become a staple food for Inuit, Sami, and Tenaina people who inhabit the Arctic. They are usually used in jams, jellies, ice cream, wine, and juice, and also have been used in cosmetics. The crowberry is high in vitamin C, K, manganese, and copper. Number 8. Pineberry. This white-looking strawberry has a reputation for tasting and or smelling like pineapple plus strawberries. This is debatable, but there is a tropical element to the berry which would give that impression. The flavor is more of a tart, tropical-tasting berry with a muted flavor. They are native to Chile and are available in early summer if you can find them. The pineberry can be eaten fresh or served with desserts like ice cream, cake, and even mixed in drinks. They are a partially self-pollinating plant that are high in antioxidants, vitamin A, and boost the immune system. Unless you live in Chile, they're very hard to find, so if you do find them, they're going to be very expensive. Number 7. Hawthorne. These bright red berries are grown on a thorny bush that has insanely sharp needles. The red berries get darker as the season goes on to indicate its ripeness. The young leaves of the bush can be eaten and the old leaves can be used to make a tea. The berry itself tastes a mixture of sweet and tart. Just make sure to spit out the large cherry-like seed as they contain cyanide. The hawthorn berry has powerful healing effects to the heart, including reducing blood pressure and increased circulation. Hawthorn is dropped into the superfood category, so typically if you see them being used, it's in some magic potion to help you lose weight or feel better. Don't be fooled by these products, but the hawthorn berry is very good for the heart. Number 6. Ginberry or orangeberry. These semi-transparent pinkish berries grow in large clusters. The berry is edible, but the very large seed isn't. They grow in warm climates and can't endure frost. Many aspects are very similar to the blueberry, such as they grow in a bush or short tree. The berry size, they can be grown in a planter, and they don't grow indoors very well. The ginberry is typically eaten raw or juiced. Number 5. Bearberry. The bearberry is a small round red berry that grows on a small ground level bush. These small berries have a thick skin and are very granular. They taste not much like of anything and are mealy and have a slight sour and bitter notes to their flavor. They're most commonly used in porridge and oatmeal and not so much eaten raw. Bearberries grow in the Arctic and alpine regions of the world. Caution should be taken when consuming them though. They may cause nausea and constipation if too many are consumed. If you consume them for a prolonged period of time, they may cause stomach and liver problems as well, which is why it's recommended that children and pregnant women avoid eating them altogether. Number 4. Fairy bell berries. These odd-looking berries are bright red and grow in the shape of bells, hence the name fairy bells. Not only do they look unusual, they grow out of large leaves in clusters, which is bizarre in itself. The fruit itself doesn't have any real markings or seeds on the outside like other berries, just a smooth yet fuzzy red exterior. They don't have all that much taste to them, just a bland flavor with minor sweetness that comes through. The fairy bell berries grow in moist forested areas that range from Arizona, United States, all the way up to British Columbia, Canada. Number 3. False Solomon Seal. This edible berry has a mottled color which transitions from green to dark red as it ripens. It grows in large clusters like grapes and has the taste of molasses mixed with the tart skin of a Concord grape. These berries, as well as the rest of the plant, have been used to treat a plethora of medical problems by numerous native tribes all over North America. The root is edible and cooked like a sweet potato. The young shoots are boiled and taste like asparagus. The false Solomon seal is high in vitamin C, so if anything, you can ward off scurvy with these little berries. Number 2. Solomon seal. A completely different plant that just looks similar to its false counterpart, yields berries that are dark purple. Both plants develop white flowers, but instead of a large plume of tiny flowers, the Solomon seal has flowers that hang in a row from the stalk. These flowers will develop into green berries that will eventually turn purple when ripe. The ripe berries taste just like molasses, just as the false ones do, but have a delicate sweetness to them. With that said, the berries are actually poisonous and may cause vomiting and nausea. This is the major difference between the Solomon plants. The root and young shoots are perfectly edible on the Solomon seal as well. Number 1. Cusa Dogwood berries. The Cusa Dogwood is a tree that gives life to the Cusa Dogwood berry, a round, oddly shaped berry that has the appearance of a soccer ball. The inside is soft and creamy with the taste of papaya, but the skin has a slight bitter taste to it. For this reason, people often bite the fruit and suck out the pulp and spit out the skin. The berry is native to China, Korea, and Japan, and is eaten raw or made into wine. Each fruit has 2 to 3 raisin-like seeds on the inside that need to be spit out. This can be a deterrent for some people to consume them, along with a weird, rough outer casing texture. The flavor of the fruit can vary quite a bit from tree to tree, so if you have the pleasure of trying these, sample from multiple trees to find the best berries. If you guys are interested in finding any of these berries where you live, check out the website fallingfruit.org. This is a really cool website where people have mapped out all the edible trees all over the world.